Listening to Jim Whitehurst talk about his story going from a larger organization to a much smaller organization sort of brought back memories of my movements from a larger organization to a smaller organization where the political climate, the climate of the culture was very different, and the needs and the value system are different as well too. Even your role as a leader is transformed because of those perspectives. The norms and things that you're used to sort of transforms because the mindset and the expectations of a large organization, how one should respect the power distance versus one that is smaller and requires you as a leader to be more in touch and more grounded with the team, including the management as well as the subordinates. So really, the evolution of how a leader should transform their management style or their leadership style has to come down to the environment that they're in. As I travel internationally and explore various cultures and different types of organizations around the world, what I realize is that there are value systems within every single organization. Some value systems are geared towards more of a political climate. Some are more geared towards a friendship type of relationship, networking climate. And some can be borderline unethical, the way how business practices are conducted. All of which it's hard for a leader to sort of maintain their own level of integrity based on the climate that they're in. And it's very challenging because a leader is someone that should embody values and integrity, honest system, a high ethical sense of well-being. And when the value system is challenged by the conditions of a organization at whatever level that organization may be in. So whether the organization is in a change management system or whether the organization is in a reorganizational type of setting or restructuring, or whether the organization has had bad practices for such a very long time, it's very difficult for transformation to occur that wouldn't at some point affect the individual and the decision maker of that leadership abilities, and for those leadership abilities to be challenged. So leaders, one, have a responsibility which is higher than the call of duty. It's not only simply about bringing best practices from companies, as I did. I brought best practices from my major corporation that I was a part of for years, and then I took those practices and took it to a small organization where the norm was more like survival. The climate was a survival mechanism type of climate. It wasn't about standards and following these big regulations. It wasn't a giant organization. And so I had to step back and also reflect on the climate that existed there and how I should proceed. Now, there were some things that went way against my value system, and at that point, you have to make judgment calls. And I realized that even outside of the United States and as I traveled internationally, that there are moments where you are challenged with many ethical decisions, and when it's left for you to be the sole decision maker, it's very difficult to move beyond these challenges. So in essence, leadership isn't this discussion that we will have throughout this course wouldn't be a one-stop shop. It's not the be-all, end-all, but it is the opportunity to share in a discussion, a learning environment where we can exchange ideas, where we can reflect together, where hopefully at the end of this course you can evolve and become a better human being because of this course, and to be challenged throughout this course to think new ideas and to get into a growth mindset is also pivotal for the direction of where we're going. So just to start off, I hope that you will continue to embark on this journey, and I wish you all the best with your continued leadership. This is only the beginning. Let's shoot for the stars, and let's continue to make positive gains in our practices, our value system, and I'll see you throughout the course.